The saga that is the tragic murder of Daria Dugina, the daughter of Alexander Dugin, the noted Russian philosopher, has taken a deeply disturbing turn. The New York Times, responding to information provided by CIA sources, has indicated that the United States claims it had no foreknowledge of this attack and that it is opposed to this attack. And that they state straight up that this attack was carried out by the Ukrainian security services. There's a couple things here. One, the timing of this. Why now? Why is the United States breaking ranks and admitting something it doesn't need to admit? It doesn't need to come out and confirm what Russian government sources have already said, that Ukraine assassinated this innocent girl, this journalist whose only crime was to write and say things that the Ukrainian government found to be objectionable. One possibility is that the CIA is trying to get ahead of a narrative that may come out and show that Ukraine didn't act alone in this. We'll see. But the more important thing is the CIA doesn't understand what it has done by saying this. They acknowledge that the Ukrainian government was complicit, was involved, carried out, directed the political murder of an innocent civilian. This is an act not only of murder, it's an act of terrorism. The Ukrainian security services, therefore, by the CIA's own admissions, are terrorists, which makes the Ukrainian government, who of course sponsored the Ukrainian intelligence services, a state sponsor of terror. Now, if you eliminate the term Ukraine and insert instead Al-Qaeda or ISIS, understand that the United States, faced with similar scenarios involving either one of those Islamic terrorist groups, would be livid, would be demanding revenge, would indeed enact revenge. We would be bombing targets, but we're silent. Nowhere in the CIA's disclosure to the New York Times or the New York Times narrative do the words terrorism or state sponsor of terror emerge.